Hello there. I'd like to welcome everybody to the Let's Talk Fishing podcast. I'm Jay Angel. I'll be your host for this afternoon. With me today, I have another charter boat captain by the name of Brent Roy from Venice Charters. I guess he guides out of Venice, both offshore and onshore. So how you doing today, Brent?
I'm doing good. How are you?
Doing good?
Yeah, I'm doing good. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you now. Sorry, I don't know what happened there. I guess it's this screwy weather we're having today.
Yeah, it's windy and cold here. I'm in Venice, Louisiana, and the front's coming through right now. It's been raining on and off all morning, but it's starting to look better now. The sun's about to pop out.
What a wonderful place to be, the edge of the world there, Venice, Louisiana.
Yep, we're 1 hour south of New Orleans, in Venice, where the Mississippi River dumps into the Gulf of Mexico.
Wow, what a great place. So I hear you're catching some trout now.
We are. The trout are really starting to transition into the inside bays. They spend the entire summer and a little bit into the fall on the outside, we call it. So basically in the Gulf and right on the edge of the Gulf. But they are starting to transition into the bays now, and they basically follow the brown shrimp migration inside.
Boy, I tell you, one of those pictures you sent me, that was a beautiful trout. What was that? Every bit of 30 inches, huh?
Yeah, that fish was 9 pounds or so.
Wow.
We released that fish. It was actually caught on a show with my friend John Jackson, a show called Out the Bayou. We do a lot of shows like that and down here, and we were fortunate enough to catch that fish on camera. It was
wow.
Very unusual to catch one like that while you were filming, but we did.
I get that. I've done a lot of filming for outdoor shows as well, and everybody I've ever filmed with says, well, fish are camera shy. We're going to tape you whether you catch a 10-inch bass or a 25-inch bass.
That's right. And, I did a lot of television shows 10 years or so ago when I was younger, I guess. But anyway, we would always joke, because the fish would be biting every cast. Sometimes we would catch them on top water. We'd be just getting a blow up or getting a fish on every cast. And my cameraman would joke. He would say, "All right, I'm gonna make the fish quit biting. Ready?" And he would turn the camera on.
So as the weather transitions into this fall and we start settling into early winter, how is the bite going to change for you?
Well, right now, like I said, we're starting to get them to transition into the bays. So we're going from a deeper saltwater bite where the fish are on the bottom and we're catching them tight line and jigs to where we're catching them now on live shrimp under a cork mostly. We use this Four Horsemen brand cork here, and it's a rattling cork. And we suspend the live shrimp under it. Most of the fish right now we're catching are in anywhere from 3 to I caught some in about 7 feet of water the other day. But
oh, nice.
Yeah, mostly they're in about 4 feet of water.
Nice, a shallow water bite. So let's get this out of the way. If somebody wanted to call you to schedule a guide trip with you, how would they get a hold of you?
Super easy. VeniceCharters.com is my website, VeniceCharters.com. But they can also call us at 225-268-8420.
And do you have a season that you stop guiding, or?
We guide all year. No, our business runs year round. We're fortunate down here in Venice that the weather's sort of like Florida. It's pretty warm all year. We'll get some cold snaps just like anywhere, but for the most part, our high season is now into early December and then again in the spring, of course, May, June, July. But we catch redfish, especially those great big bull reds, all the way through the winter, and honestly, February is probably one of my favorite months to fish for the big reds.
That's good to know, because those boys up north, that's where I grew up, is up around Chicago, Illinois. They love to come down here during the wintertime because then they don't need to wear, insulate.
Yeah. No, we had some guys from Wisconsin a few days ago. And
yeah, they just got their first snow.
Yeah, he said when he left, he had to shovel his driveway to get his truck out of the driveway, the snow. And he came down here, and we were wearing we're wearing shorts and getting a sunburn, so they like that.
I bet they like that. And also those boys up north are fast. I know I am too. Fascinated with redfish. I mean, I just think redfish are just the greatest thing since sliced bread.
Yeah, the reds are one of our biggest draw, you know. A lot of people like to come down and fish for the redfish and the bull reds especially. And the smaller reds, what we call slot reds, or fall into the slot. They have to be 16 inches to keep here. And so a slot red would be 16 to 27 inches. Anything over 27 or 30 inches we consider a bull red. And the state wildlife fisheries only allow us to keep one fish over 27 inches per person per day. So the slot reds, those 16 to 20-inch fish are absolutely fantastic to eat.
Oh, they are. You know, give me a 24-incher to put on the half shell, put it right on the grill. Well, that's some good eating.
That's right, and we do that a lot. A lot of our customers request that we leave the skin on them and do that half shell, and it's such an easy recipe. You know, I just take butter, garlic, little butter, garlic, lemon, and warm it up and kind of drizzle that over it, and then just throw it on the grill, and it's fantastic.
Oh, it sure is. So you also mentioned you do offshore.
Yeah, we do. We have offshore boats too. We do tuna, marlin, wahoo, and then, you know, red snapper during the red snapper season. And that's another thing that I forgot to mention is that we have a state red snapper season here, which is actually open currently.
It's open right now, huh?
Yep. It's open on Fridays, Saturdays, and Sundays, until further notice,
That's
unquote.
awesome.
Right. So yeah, we can run out, you know, we only have to go about a mile off the beach to be catching red snapper.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, if you run a mile, I'll put it into perspective for you. If you run 10 miles out of the South Pass of the river, you're in 1,000 feet of water.
Wow. You know, guys, just to put that in perspective, I went on a red snapper trip earlier this year, actually in the middle of the summer, and I mean, we had to go 60 miles out. And I mean, wow, and we were only in 120 feet of water.
Right. If you run out of, like, say, let's take Port Aransas, for instance. If you were to run out of Port Aransas, you'd have to go 100 miles to get in any kind of deep water like that. That's one of the benefits of Venice. One of the great things that we have here is deep water access really, really close. That's why the tuna fishing is so good. And you know, I grew up bill fishing out of Port Eads with my father, and you know, we would run 6-8 miles off the mouth of the river there, right off the beach, and you could still literally see the lighthouse at Port Eads, and we're catching blue marlin, wahoo, tuna, and dolphin.
Wow, that is incredible. That's fantastic. Tuna fish within 6 miles from the shore.
Yeah, you can see them. You know, sometimes you can see them when we're out there catching the red snapper around the same rigs, and the rigs are just a few miles out. So it's a fantastic fishery we have, and you know, we encourage everybody to come down and check it out. At least put it on your bucket list. And if you haven't been, come check it out.
You know, yeah, guys, I can't say enough about Venice, Louisiana, man. It is just heaven on earth to people from up north. Actually, it's, you know, right now I live in Denham Springs, Louisiana, and I think the same now. Even though I've been down to the coast, I mean, I go down the coast at least once every other week.
Yeah, you're not far from me. Like I said, I have a place in Venice, and that's where my business is. But I live near St. Francisville, so you and me are probably only about 30 minutes apart.
Sure. Wow. I tell you what, if I had a place in Venice, I don't think I'd ever leave it.
Yeah, well, I like to spend as much time as I can there, but also like to deer hunt. So I like to come here and do a little deer hunt.
Oh yeah, St. Francisville. You get up there towards Simsport, there's a lot of deer.
Oh yeah, absolutely. We're really lucky here. I'm a sportsman, you know, and I'm sure you are too.
Oh yeah. They
don't call it Sportsman's Paradise for nothing. It's no place else on earth like Louisiana for hunting and fishing.
Yeah, you know, guys, if you've never been to southern Louisiana, you really got to come down here and check it out, because we have literally thousands of miles of shoreline, and the fish are just everywhere. Even freshwater, we have the Atchafalaya Spillway. There's all kinds of things to do in southern Louisiana.
Really are, and that's another thing about Venice. Talking about freshwater fishing, We do, as another option, sometimes we'll get out there and catch our limit of trout or our limit of redfish or whatever we were targeting that morning. And people ask me regularly, do you catch any bass here? And yes, we do. We have a unbelievable amount of largemouth bass in Venice that can, be caught, year round, really.
So tell me, what's an average size bass that you catch there?
They don't get real big like Toledo Bend or one of the reservoirs where they stock them. The fish are not Florida strain bass. They're regular, Louisiana bass, largemouth. So the biggest that we'll ever catch down here would maybe be about a 6-pound fish.
That's enormous.
But they're nice. But we catch a lot of 3 to 4 pound bass. You know what I mean?
I'd
Big
take
chunk
those any day.
football.
I would take 3 or 4 pounders any day.
Yeah, me too. And we have a ton of them. So that's another added bonus. I've literally been out on trips with customers before where we caught redfish, bass, speckled trout, flounder, red snapper, black drum, striped bass, croaker, and sheephead all in the same day.
Wow.
As many as 10 or 12 different species. It's crazy.
I don't think I've ever caught that many species in one day. And I'm talking, 45 years of fishing.
Yeah, it really makes for an interesting looking box when you get back to the dock with all those.
Well, that's some nice pictures right there, too.
That's right.
Wow. Well, guys, I really encourage you to give Brent a call. Why don't you give them your phone number one more time?
Sure. It's our website's the easiest. It's VeniceCharters.com. And my phone number is 225-268-8420, and that's on our website, VeniceCharters.com.
Okay, well, thank you very much. I know that you want to go and get going deer hunting, but I do really, really appreciate you talking to me and my listeners this afternoon.
Yes, sir. I look forward to doing it again. Y'all have a wonderful afternoon.
You too. I'm going to say goodbye to my listeners, and then I'm going to hang up on this, and I'll be right back with you, so please don't hang up just yet.
Okay, buddy.
Okay, well, you heard it right here, folks. Brent of Venice Charters, and I'm going to say goodbye, and I had a pleasant afternoon talking to you all.